What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Brevard College Disc Golf Course with the next video in the distance driver decisions. And since we're talking about distance drivers, might as well pull out the distance driver from Discmania, the DD 11.6 -3.2. This red one was in my bag for a lot of the Christmas season. We're gonna test both of these, the Metal Flake and just the normal C-Line versus the Proton Vanish. 11.5 -3.2 versus 11.6 -3.2. It's a little breezy out here, so it's going to help. Hopefully it'll help show why I'm leaning a little bit more towards the Vanish than the DD. We're gonna start off in hole number 1 though with the traditional at this point battle start off where we throw all 4 of these and the best 2 get it. Since the DD was in the bag, we're gonna go DD first and then alternate. Start off on hole number 1, just over 300 feet, little forehand. We're gonna try to forehand hyzer flip. And then we also have this absolutely gorgeous Proton Vanish, 170 grams. Now this C-Line DD. I barely threw that and that flipped so much. Now 172 Proton Vanish. I don't know which one is gonna get it. I think the 2 Vanishes are gonna get it. Let's go pick up and see who takes the first points. There's almost no wind out right now. It's basically calm, but whatever wind we do have is a slight tailwind. So we're gonna use, I know that this one's flippier, so we're gonna use this one and then we're gonna use slightly lighter. I'm gonna pair these 2 up against each other right here. 577 feet. It is 410 to the dark green and 430 to the tall grass. With the right throw, both of these can get all the way to the 400 mark. I have to throw them right though. Both of them they both took points on the first shot. DD was the closest, so DD has the box. Let's see what we can get. That just continues to surprise me, and it seems like it gets flippier. Doesn't matter if it's windy or not. Okay, we're going to discount both of those. We're going to rethrow, and these are going to be the ones that actually count, and I'm actually going to aim over there because I think I just forget how this hole plays. So, DD and then Vanish. Full beautiful. Now the Vanish. Obviously, grip locks happen and the aim was very wildly different on all 4 of those. So we're gonna go based off of which one, the DD or the Vanish, went further of the second 2, and I really hope I can find these other two. The Vanish went further in both instances. It both went further into the woods and further down the fairway. But tailwind could mean different things than headwind. So we now have the tailwind that was a tailwind is now a headwind. Vanish is going to throw first. We're going to throw the lighter Vanish with the more stable DD, and doing the most I can to help the DD out here, but Vanish is more stable. A little bit more left because these should flip and turn a little bit. Is exactly what I'm looking for out of a disc like this. Throw it into the headwind, let it get that big long turning pan, but because it's not super understable, it has a little bit of finish. It wants to come out, so it is panning instead of just flipping, this is probably going to be a little bit more flipping. So a lot more hyzer. Start it way over here left, let it do the thing. Okay, the Vanish started it off with way less hyzer, so we ended up seeing that big long -3 and then the 2 versus the DD. I was scared of it flipping up and going into the ditch, so didn't want it to do that. Started on way more hyzer. We got to see a lot more flip out of the DD, but because it started with so much hyzer, it did start to stable out before it got all the way over to that big long panning drifting shot. There are slight differences, and then there are also some major differences between these two discs, between the Vanish and the DD. And while the DD is amazing, and I think a lot of people are going to love it, for me, playing in windy conditions and wide open fields where I'm going to want this type of disc, the DD just doesn't quite hold up to the same. But DD is going to take the point on this one. Walked up here just enough. DD is slightly closer than the Vanish, so they are all tied up going to the next drive. We moved from 7 over to 8. It was kind of a head crosswind, so that crosswind is going to help to stabilize these out, because now it's a little bit more of a tailwind. 350 feet, the DD has the T-pad, and they are all tied up for this shot. 350 foot hyzer, so I'm going to try to power down on these just a little bit. This one I might still need to throw firm, but if I throw this one hard, it's going to go straight towards the basket you can see straight in front of us, and not left where we need it to go. I tried to power down, and it still started to drift. I mean, terrible grip lock. But it stayed on hyzer the whole way versus the DD, which went to hyzer and then flat and then to right and hyzer, and then it hit something. All right, both of those were bad shots. They were both bad. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give the point to the Vanish, because the Vanish did not hit a tree. The DD did hit a tree. And while the DD may have finished in a better spot, it is entirely because of the tree, because it was turning over and the tree kicked it back to the center. Whereas the Vanish did not hit a tree and faded back to the center. But we're going to give the DD and the Vanish chances to shine out here. We are going to go Vanish, and then DD off of this T-pad. So we're going to have opportunity for 2 points to be awarded. And then we're going to go and throw one shot from each of their best drives. And we're going to go as if this was a a really, really long par 4 or a par 5 towards 12's basket. So we're going to throw all 4 drives and then go to the best 2 shots and throw from there, if that makes sense. But Vanish has the tee pad. Let's see what the Vanish can do. There's a touch of a tail crosswind coming off the left side, so it's going to help to push the discs to the left, as long as I can get them on a little bit of anhyzer. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can get a little bit more turn out of this one. Okay, more turn, not what we wanted. We're gonna play from the heavier one. Now let's see what we can get with the DD. Wow, that's so cool and so much fun. I don't want to have to start on that much hyzer to get that shot. Okay, well, at least we had one of each end up in the woods. One of each ended up super clean and having a pretty decent throw. Let's go to where those 2 shots landed, and they are currently all tied up. Let's see who can get CTP from their drives throwing the alternate disc. So we're just going to pick up the 2 pink discs and go throw those. Let's see if the Vanish or the DD can close out. They went about equidistant, but this one is a little bit of an easier throw. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to show you why the other one's not easy. If it was a little bit higher, would have been amazing and absolutely perfect. As it is, we have made a good bit of progress. Now let's go see why the DD probably is not going to win out today. I don't exactly have an easy lie. I'm going to do what I can, but likelihood is that this DD will not go further than where the Vanish finished. Should have given myself a little bit more space. Yeah, the Vanish is going to win out over the DD as far as this battle is concerned, and as far as consistency's sake, I think I'm just going to have a little bit more consistency with the DD, or with the Vanish, than I would with the DD. I'm gonna figure out the exact release points for them. Then we're gonna have a lot of fun. But as of right now, I already know that it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoy content like this. Please make sure to like the video if you do. If you want to see new stuff, especially if you have other discs that you want to see paired up against either a DD or a Vanish, well, probably just the Vanish, because I think I might be getting rid of the DDs after this. Make sure to comment all those down below. Please make sure to subscribe. Helps you guys out with these subscriber-only giveaways. Definitely helps me out as well. And until next time, see you out on the course.